We are live, and I figured this out more so. So my laptop is plugged in, and if any of you guys saw the live stream last time, my laptop died, so that didn't work. Hi, one person that's in here so far. I'm just trying to send out a link so that I could get more people in here. But that's one thing I haven't figured out yet is how to link this. Let's see if there is a link somewhere else. Stream options. It is not stream options. I could have sworn I saw like a way to post a link somewhere. Okay, so I couldn't figure out that link thing, so instead I just linked my channel. Plug, right? Mm-hmm. So who's in here so far, by the way? There was like some unanswered questions last live stream, and I want to address that. Um, Sorry, I'm still sending that link around. What? Dude, I need to shave soon. This is so itchy. Hi, second person who just joined. If you guys haven't been here, comment in the live chat so I can talk to you. Hi, third person. Shit. So I'm just like sending around a link right now, trying to get more people in here. If you guys that are joining have any questions, don't be afraid to comment. Okay, that's hard to see. That's not gonna work. Oh, okay, so the one of the main questions that I wanted to address in the last live stream before my laptop died, is that I think Anna asked me the question where she was like, "Do you get nervous when you are filming in public and there are people around you?" I was gonna make that into a video, um, but I mean, this is a live stream, so why not just talk about it here? So yes, I get nervous, but not as much as I used to. So how that works is when I first started this channel, back in like October 12th or something like that of last year, before I had started this channel even, I would take around this phone, and what I would do is just like what this is what it looked like basically. I would just make myself comfortable with knowing that I'm recording others and like the environment around me. And this is something small, so it you can play it off like as if it's just a smartphone and you're texting or something or watching a movie, you know? So I did that for like 2 weeks or so, and after that I was like, okay, I'm getting a bit more comfortable with this, and you start to like realize, well, it's just all in my head when you get nervous, because the more you do it, it gets a lot easier the more you do it. You become a lot more comfortable with having like a huge electronic device, like well, this isn't connected, but this is what this looks like. So this is what I carry around like everywhere else. And then like in stores like Walmart, I'll do this. But that's how I got used to it. I would just carry around my phone. And then like a few weeks passed, and on a whim, like I wasn't even going to get this camera, but I got it, and I spent like a lot more than a lot more extra than I was expecting. But I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna do this, I have to. I just have to go through with it. Next thing you know, I am taking that camera around without it. It didn't used to have this mic, so I had the camera itself for. I was walking around with just this for about a week and a half, and I would do the same thing just like this, and I even had here. Watch. I had this strap, and I would just like that. And it just looked like photography. Um, but I would, in order to get myself comfortable, I would pull it out in random times around like groups of people that I was comfortable with, like whether it be in class or like friends that I know, like Mark or somebody. Hold on. Sorry about that. My parents needed me for something. What was I talking about? This camera. Um, I did that for not, maybe like a week, and then I just kept on. And then before you know it, I just got more used to it. And now I walk around with it every single day to like make sure that I don't get timid again. Hi, Linda. That's you, right? Yes, that has to be you. Um, yeah, no, I just carry it around everywhere. That way I don't like start getting nervous again. It's kind of like it became like my second half, to be honest with you, just like an extension of myself. Like with Linda, we have a class together, and I just take it in there like well every time we have that class, and it could be awkward if you're not used to it because there's like there's a seat right here, and then like right next to you there's somebody else, and it's a class of like 100 people. So if you're not doing something to stay used to carrying around a big camera, then that might affect it. Other than that, I've like all the damn time. Other than that, yeah, I mean that's basically all I have to say for that. I don't know if there was any other questions I should address, but I still have to send this link around more so because this is only the third live stream. Nobody knows about it yet. If the three of you that are watching want to send around the link, that'd be awesome too. Where else could I send this? How do you come up with the ideas for your videos? So this has changed a lot from like the year that I've been doing this. When I first started, my plan was to create as much as I could, as much as I just possibly could. I didn't really worry about a narrative or like a point. So basically, that led me to just record anything I did with anybody, and that resulted to like there's like my older videos, you could see random titles that don't really have value in exchange to watch them. And that's why, because I've learned recently that I like videos a lot better when I can add value and still be creative with them. So now it's just not me recording with friends and trying to piece together whatever I can from that, but it's more so me trying to tell a story um, where people could follow that because when there's a story, people tend to stay attached to the video, like instead of clicking off. So that's where the things come out like these new kind of creative videos that I'm making, where it's like using like things that you learn, aspects around your life, and like any kind of inflictions, like my last video where I had that whole thing with my advisor. I don't know if you guys saw that video yet, but that happened, and that's like I'm providing value by saying like, oh, this is how I dealt with it, and I'm not letting it get to me. And that's the type of thing where most people could relate to, and not just, oh, I made a vlog and I went to go get ice cream with my friend, and then that was it. Like, you guys see the difference? I like the value exchange a lot more. And that's what makes me a nerd. I'm a complete nerd with this stuff. I feel like, I mean, I'm pretty sure that this happens. Like, when I'm talking about this stuff, it's to people that don't do it or understand it. It's like, what the hell are you talking about? Um, oh, dude, I have to wake up tomorrow morning. Maybe I don't. But, well, okay, so I was at my job earlier, and a couple of my coworkers want to go for a hike tomorrow morning. I don't know if I want to do that because I still have to plan another video, and I have homework, and I have to study. Okay, sending this link around again, so if I don't talk for a few seconds, and that's why. Are you going to be in class tomorrow? Tomorrow? Tomorrow's Monday. I'll be in class Tuesday. Right, that's what you mean, right? Hi, Anna. Did you get my answer? Have you been in here while I've been explaining that whole thing with whether if I get nervous or not? Yeah, Tuesday. I'll be in class Tuesday. I made sure to complete the Socratic notes early. Well, not early, but on time, so that I didn't have to worry about that, and I could like review the notes. I don't know if that made sense, Anna. But that's basically how it happens. And then that makes more sense from I don't know. I said something in my last live or like the live before that where I was saying like people recognize me because I carry around the camera so often. Like that's like kind of like my trademark, I guess. But that's why, because it's just like I just carry it around everywhere now. It's like it's kind of awesome. I like being like, hey, there's Henry, and we know that that's him. We don't have to see his face. We just know that he has a camera. I think that's pretty cool. I mean, it shows that I'm doing something right with like the branding and whatnot, right? Awesome. I'm still working on the damn notes. Yeah, I kind of been turning all of them in late recently. So I was like, you know what? I need to try and get this in on time finally. And it worked out, but now I'm kind of behind on like other things. That's one thing that I have to work on is the management. I don't it's like it's hard to manage it though because with YouTube like um it's kind of all over the place. Like since I have to plan a new video every time I make a new one, I don't plan like a month in advance. I wish I would, but I start from scratch every time. So it's kind of unexpected what I'll end up creating. I could like spend like 3 hours creating something and have it up on time, or I could spend like a day and a half creating something. So with that, I don't know. I mean I'll get better eventually. I mean also if I could just make videos like all day every day and get paid for that, that'd be awesome. Like that's what I eventually want to get to, honestly. Don't forget me when you're famous. I will never forget any of you guys. That is why I am still live streaming while there's only 3 people in here, because like it means a lot to me. In fact, if like when and if I do grow like a large audience, um, like I will put you guys in my videos, like I have been. Who just joined? Don't be shy to comment in the live chat. Oh, I have coffee. I forgot I had coffee. 1 second. And this is still pumpkin spice. So I haven't shaved in a while, and now my mustache is getting really long, and now it's like really annoying to like clean it every time I eat or drink. I never thought I would have that problem. I never thought I'd have any facial hair. I want coffee. You know, it's kind of ironic because I work at Starbucks, and that's like my job to hold me financially until things change or I decide to change that. Um, but yeah, that's the ironic thing. Like I came home and made some pumpkin spice instead of just getting a pumpkin spice there, and I get it for free, so that doesn't really make sense. Oh no, you know what? That's what I was gonna get a coffee at Starbucks, but then I was like, I got off at 5:30 today, and I was like, I'm not gonna make it home on time to start this at 6, so I need to hurry up. And I didn't even get it on time either. I started at like 6:30 or something, right? Sending that link again. I want to try and get like 10 people in here because we've been doing that kind of consistently. What is my next video going to be about? Well, to be honest, I was going to make that video of to answer your question, but I answered that in this live stream. So I don't know if I'll still make that. Maybe because not everyone's gonna watch this. Anyways, I gotta finish homework. Just figured I'd pop. Thank you, Linda. Thank you for stopping by. Good luck with your homework. I already kind of have a headache just thinking about doing homework. Good night. um, let's see. If I were to go on that hike tomorrow with my coworkers, I could film that, but I don't know. Like, would it be cool if I just made a video about going hiking and I didn't provide value? Like, I could just tell a story with that. Good night. I know, I kind of have to like brainstorm and think that sometimes like that's how YouTube works. Sometimes I'll spend most of the time planning and writing. That's one thing that I do. I write a lot. Most of the videos that are coming out now are scripted, and that's because I didn't used to script my videos, but I do now because when I don't, I end up being like or I say like a ton, um, and it just sounds more unprofessional. I don't know. Maybe it would seem more like realistic if I didn't write a script. I don't know how that would come off. Like, 'cause with my videos, I think every previous video that I've uploaded, I think is total shit. Like I don't go back and watch my videos, and I only do after a while, like after they've been up for 5 months. I don't do that for videos that I have just put up last week because I think they all suck. I don't think that they suck when I'm making them. Like the good things are always up to you. Like I that video was hard to make because well, I explained it in the video like how it got dark and I was planning a different idea when one didn't work. Sorry, I'm like trying to get more people. Hmm. How are your guys' days? Like, what are you guys working on? I want to know what you guys are doing. Are you guys doing anything creative? Or is it just like chill out? I might record a video tonight because I work tomorrow. And then I still have to study some more. I don't know. Do you guys like Khalid? He's about to come out with a new album, or like an EP, I think. He's been posting about that, right? I cannot wait for Khalid to drop some new music. He's one of my favorite artists. Little did I know I loved R&B until I started listening to Khalid, and then that came out with like Bryson Tiller and everyone else that is like mainstream pop R&B right now. How long does it take on a video? Just as long as you want? Um, yeah, it depends. Like, let's see. If I don't write a script and I don't have an idea, I will just end up going somewhere and putting something together as how do I put this to make sense? Like I'll drive somewhere and then I'll think of something that's really bothering me or like if I have like a partial idea, I'll just start filming and then it'll come to me. Those videos take a lot less time because they're just like I'm just trying to get them out on time. Um, and then when I do write scripts, the script will usually take I'll say like maybe 2 hours average or most. And that happens because it's like trying to find the right vocabulary to seem like consistent and not too scripted. That way it makes sense to other people. Those videos take a while. Like the script will be like around an hour. Recording will take me maybe 2 hours. Editing, if it's like a 5 minute video, that'll be like 4 to 6 hours. So pretty much every video I upload, for the most part, takes me around 8 hours to make, at least. And that's every single day. So I don't know if that gives you an idea. Trevor Daniel just dropped an album. Hear this one, or should I say? It's a great idea. Yeah, I can't wait for Khalid to. And then Shawn Mendes. Oh my gosh, Shawn Mendes. I love Shawn Mendes, and he came to a concert that's in the city right across from mine. I live in Las Cruces, New Mexico, and he came to El Paso, Texas. And Shawn Mendes and Khalid both performed, and I missed it. And they're like right there in El Paso, just like 40 miles in that direction. That doesn't make sense to the live chat, but yeah. I don't know, I just can't wait for that. They're both so awesome. Khalid, man, he doesn't even like need to put. I mean, of course, music takes effort, just like anything else that you're creating. But with him, it's like every single song that he comes out with turns into a hit. Like his Better song, that one is almost gonna go platinum, isn't it, or something like that? And it only came out like so soon ago, or so recent ago. English, what is that? It's cool to like the whole thing with YouTube is that you don't know what's gonna happen until you begin, and I think that's really cool in terms of the music industry in Khalid, because I don't know if you guys like know his story or anything, but he had gotten in a car accident before he started making music, and that's what triggered him. But if he would have never made music, could you imagine like how different that would be? I don't know. It's crazy to me. Like if I had never started this thing, I wouldn't be able to talk to you guys. I wouldn't be able to encourage people. I wouldn't be able to express creativity. I think that's awesome. Who are you, young Steve Nash? Do I know you in real life, or like are you a subscriber? I think yeah, most of these people here I know in real life. Or do I know the answer to that and I forgot who you are? That's probably more likely. I'm not too good with names. How was my day? My day was great. I started watching this new series called The Haunting Hill, the Haunted House Hill, the Haunted Hill, and the what's it called? The Haunted something with a haunted house and a hill. That it's a series. It's really good. I've watched like the first couple of episodes. I was doing that before I went to my job earlier, and then like everything went well at Starbucks. That's like I don't really pay attention to that kind of stuff. Starbucks is just like a placeholder for money for me. Um, yeah, the thing I'm like debating right now is going hiking tomorrow. I don't know if I want to do that because I could take that time to like write a script or something, and then I have to go to work right after. See, it's like kind of nonstop. Like work, videos, school, repeat. Not in that order. It fluctuates, but that's basically all I do. That's why I don't hang out with anybody anymore. Do any of you guys want to start a YouTube channel? Is that a thing? Oh, Anna, how's the um? It's not Nutrisystem. You know what I'm talking about. The thing that you're doing with the nutrition stuff. How's that going? I forgot what it was called. Herbalife. There you go. Wow, how did I forget that? Yeah, we haven't hung out in forever, and we live down the street from each other. I was gonna ask you if you wanted to hang out and do this live stream with me, but I don't know how that would work. Like we could do it on my phone, but I tried that last time and I couldn't figure out how to do this on my phone. Wait, Did I? I don't know what happened with my phone. Would you want to do a live stream, Anna? That'd be easy because we just live down the street from each other, so I wouldn't mind. And I've thought about it. What do you mean, like you've thought about it? Like, did you had ideas, or you just had the desire to start a YouTube channel, or like, because a lot of people like want to start a YouTube channel, but they don't know what they want to upload, and usually it's just because they want like an audience or whatever. It's going good. I'm enjoying it. That's good. I'm really glad that you are. It's kind of hard to stay consistent with business because it's just such a long process. Like if you want to build like a media company, for example, that'd be a good example for 2018. Like building a media company, that's like easily 40 plus years of work, like consistent work as you're at it. That's how you build things. And it's really cool that you enjoy it because that means that like it'll last long term if you decide to do that, you know? It's the same thing with YouTube. Like these 100 and I don't know how many videos I've uploaded. 130 plus, we'll just say that. I would not have been able to make it past 50 videos if I was doing or if I was creating things that I didn't care about. Another good example. When I first started this channel, I was creating videos like challenges and stuff. That's kind of what I meant by I was just trying to create as much as possible, and I didn't really know what to do. Those kind of videos, I do not like making those kind of videos. I think it's so stupid. And I also think that people that upload those videos all the time are just looking for views because that's how you get views. You just do things that are trendy. And I mean, I'll do that if I think it's fun or something. I think I'd be awkward during a live stream. I mean, I think I'm awkward during this live stream, or like, yeah, I feel kind of awkward. I don't know if I'm like keeping this entertaining or whatever. But yeah, like that's something I worry about. Like, who's gonna come? Is anybody gonna come? Are they gonna leave because I'm talking about pizza and coffee or whatever instead of something more interesting? But then I realize that the people that um, have subscribed or like watch in the first place aren't watching for the things like coffee or like like objects. They're watching for my personality. So that's something that you could consider. Watch. Okay, so this is what I know is gonna happen. I know damn well this is gonna happen. Two people are currently watching this right now, and I and this by tomorrow, this will have turned into like double or something like that, because that's what happens every time. I start the live stream and then nobody comes, and then as soon as I post it or like end it, that's when everyone comes. That's what's happened these past two times. Maybe I should do these later. Are you guys more available like 8 o'clock or 9? But then that makes it later for like Eastern time. I don't know. Who else? Was making challenge videos hard or not interesting or something? No, making challenge videos, like they're fun, but I feel like if I did them now, I would feel like I'm forcing it and I would feel like I'm acting in order to entertain, because the kinds of things that I want to upload, they're actually giving me value. Like I'm actually getting better at like cinematography. Like I'm not just pointing the camera for 15 minutes and just recording me and some friends talking about whatever. I'm finding angles and going to different places and finding different composition. Um, yeah, and that just doesn't interest me at this time. And it would if I was still like kind of beginning, but that's only because I didn't know what I wanted to post. And I mean, I still don't know exactly what I want to post, but I'm getting closer to that by staying away from the challenge videos. But those were good to get the hang of editing and putting myself on camera once again. I guess that could be a good explanation for those challenge videos. I would like to do a challenge video. I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do for a challenge video though. It would have to involve something like a story and not just like you know those games where it's like you guess a song. I guess a song challenge, that challenge where I did like the whipped cream. Like I wouldn't have fun doing something like that right now. It would have to involve something that has a storyline or a narrative because it's I'm not willing to do those challenge videos long term, you know? I can't still be doing whipped cream to the face when I am 30 years old. It just doesn't feel right. It's like, for example, Lil Pump. I'm not saying now as a rapper, but I'm saying that the songs that rappers like him tend to make about drugs and crap like that, it's not gonna last 10 years from now because what am I offline? What just happened? It just said I was offline. I don't know what happened, but I hope I'm online. Right, I'm still online. Stream resumed. The stream is continuing. Cool. Oh, I mean something else I guess I could talk about. I don't know if you guys would care, but I am I am trying to save up for a new lens. And not that this one is bad or anything. I love this lens. This lens was amazing. Where's it? This boy. This bad boy. I should cover this. Where's my thing? Okay, I don't have a cap for this, so I'm gonna leave it on there. This is a stock lens. It's called an 18 to 55 millimeter. Basically, it's like this is the lens that comes with this camera, and it's basically like an all-around kind of learners and beginners lens. It's just good for like everything. Like there's a telephoto lens that's good for like long distance shots. Like if you're watching football, there's lenses that are really good for close-ups. Like if you're filming like a flower or something and you want to get like the rose petals or the um. But I want to get what's called a 10 to 18 millimeter, and what that will do is it'll look similar to this. I think it'll be a bit shorter, and it will allow you guys. It's basically like a fisheye lens, like a GoPro. You guys will be able to see a lot more around me, and I think that would really help for like the dynamics of my cinematography and whatnot. But it's like $250. Oh, I wish it was less expensive. I'd get it today. I'm down to be a special guest in a video. Just saying. Yeah, I'm really down to put you in Anna. We could like I don't know. We could figure something out if that's the thing. We could literally just hang out and just go get food and chill out and record something and do a live stream then. It depends. It's kind of hard for me. I might reschedule these live streams for a different day. The reason why I did this on like Sunday specifically is because my upload schedule is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right? So I was like, you know what? Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. That way you guys get something from me every other day. Would that still kind of make sense if I did this on Monday and uploaded on Monday? I don't know. I think that's kind of like too much in one day, you know? Okay, it says it's buffering, so I'm sorry if it is going slow. The video. Oh my gosh, dude. So there's this guy named Cody Wong. He's awesome. He I found him on YouTube, I don't know, a few months ago, and he had 2,000 subscribers at one point, and he was awesome. Like the dude daily uploads, and he's like an encouraging kind of creator. He built this movement called No Small Creator. I've talked about it before. He's doing a live stream right now with his wife, Amber. It's called Coffee on the Couch, and I just got the notification for it. I also posted the link for this live stream on the Facebook group that is called No Small Creator to see if anybody would want to join. But it's his group, that it's his like movement that he started. So I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna go over there. But it's cool because usually I'd be watching his live stream and I'm doing one of my own. I think it's pretty cool. I was gonna continue talking about his subscriber count. So he was at 2,000 subscribers, and then one of his videos that he did with a collab, he did it as a collab with a girl named Audrey Amber. She has, I think now she has like 13,000 subscribers. They did a collab together when they both had about 2K, and that was seen by a guy named Peter McKinnon, who has now like 2.4 million, I think. Um, he found Cody's video that Cody made for Peter McKinnon because of a challenge that Peter McKinnon announced. It was a B-roll challenge, and what B-roll is, it's like, let's say I'm pointing this to my face and I'm talking. Well, I don't think anybody just wants like to see a video with me talking for 2 minutes just straight to the camera. So I would record, like, let's say if I'm talking about coffee, I could do B-roll of a coffee, of a coffee cup or whatever, and I could put that over me talking, and I could be like, oh yeah, this is like a pumpkin spice coffee, whatever. And then instead of me telling you, I'm actually showing you, and that's the clip that you put over. That's called B-roll. So they did that challenge for him. Then Peter McKinnon saw that video that they did together. Then Peter McKinnon was like, oh man, this guy's really cool. He has 300 plus videos that he's been working on, and now I'm gonna go binge his stuff because he's pretty cool. So he did that, and then Peter McKinnon messaged him on Instagram, and then they basically did a collab. He went to Canada because he lives in Pennsylvania. Cody lives in Pennsylvania. He went to Canada to visit Peter McKinnon, and then after that, like he had like a whole backlog of videos. So a bunch of Peter McKinnon subscribers went over to Cody, and now that's, yeah. So that's why I'm like, more people are gonna go watch his stuff. But it's awesome. He's an awesome guy. You guys should definitely watch his stuff too. His name is R Cody Warner. His name is Cody Warner, but his YouTube channel is R Cody Warner. I think right now he's at 42,000. Yeah, that's another thing I could talk about. So there's this event called Vid Summits, and then there's another event called Power Video. There's another event called VidCon. And the Vid Summit events, that's the one that Cody recently went to and spoke at, um, because that's like his career now. Since he got that collab and the subscribers, like he's been doing YouTube full time since then. And he just went to go give a speech, and like these past couple months, his life just completely changed because he got like noticed, and he's working as a YouTuber now. That's what I want to do one day. Like I cannot wait until I grow this channel large enough to where I can go to events like that and speak and whatnot. And not that I can't go now, because I totally could. Like it doesn't matter that I have 100 subscribers or whatever. Um, I just can't afford it yet. The travel expenses itself, I'd have to take a plane ticket, like a round trip plane ticket. That's a few hundred. And then the ticket itself is a few hundred. So I want to go there someday, but that's not gonna happen for a while. But I mean, wouldn't that just be cool? I think it'd be awesome. I want to go speak at VidCon too. Just like all of those events, they're really good for networking and meeting other creators, and that's something that I really, really want to do. Um, that's why I'm doing this whole consistent thing, because right now, where I am with YouTube, I'm by myself, literally all the time. Like I said, I don't hang out with many people anymore, and that's because every time I do hang out with somebody, it's like, no, I'm not comfortable with you filming, or like we go and do something, and it's just like we're hanging out as friends, and that's all amazing stuff. I love hanging out with my friends, and yeah, just doing things, but I'm trying to build something huge, and this isn't something easy to do. So it would be nice to find people that like have common interests, you know? And I found a couple of people that do YouTube and make videos and stuff, but they're doing it because of the audience and for money and whatnot. Because they asked me like, "Hey Henry, let's collab. Like I like your stuff," but then they're not even uploading anymore. So it's kind of like, well, that doesn't really work like that. I can't do this because you want to hang out with me because I'm a YouTuber. We have to do this because we want to make an actual awesome video together. And I just want to find that. But I live in Las Cruces, New Mexico, and that is not common here at all. Like as far as I know, I'm like the only YouTuber in Las Cruces that actually posts consistently and has like a backlog of videos. Besides Bobby Mares, but he moved out of Las Cruces like 2 years ago or something. And then, well, the reason he moved is because he wanted to pursue YouTube. Like he had, I think when Bobby Mares, I don't know if you guys know who Bobby Mares is. Um, I think he had like 30,000 subscribers when he left Las Cruces, but he had been working on his channel for like 6 years, 5 years, and then he got to that point. And then once he graduated college, he was like, "Screw this film degree." He still has it, like how I'm doing, but by the time he graduated college, he had enough of a fan base, enough of a following to be able to support that. And yeah, now he hangs out with like I don't know if you guys know who Kean Lawley is and JC Kalen, but they all make videos now and like they network and um, like they're like-minded individuals because they all just make videos and create awesome stuff. I want that. Yeah, it'd be awesome, and it'll happen one day. I just need to keep working. Uh, VidCon would be cool too. Yeah, it would be so cool. I really want to meet like a ton of people, like even people that like have the same subscribers as I have. Like there's this YouTuber, his name is Metal for Breakfast. He's so awesome. He makes like these like they're more like skits, and he uses like really awesome cinematography, like really awesome angles, and then he has like a comedic kind of personality towards them. I don't know. You guys should check him out. His name is Metal for Breakfast. Um, I want to meet Peter McKinnon too. Who else? I want to meet Casey Neistat. I don't know if that'll ever happen. He's building a brand called 368. So he's a busy man. That's based in New York. It's like kind of like a central creating zone for the creators of New York. And you know damn well that I'm going to be part of 368 one day because I want to move to New York and pursue this YouTube thing over there. I've just always wanted to live in New York. I could make a video about that. Would that be interesting? Would people watch that? It's kind of like a travel video, right? Why does Henry want to move to New York? See, like that seems really boring to me. Like, why would I ever want to make a video about me wanting to move to New York? Who would ever care about that? Like, my friends wouldn't care about that, but somebody across the country that has the same aspirations or similar to mine will find that very interesting. You know what I mean? Think about it like that. I know. What is uninteresting to you is very interesting to somebody else. What the hell is on my cup? Is that like creamer? I don't know what that is. Um, yeah. I'm glad we got to talk on this live stream, Anna. Dude, I watch Bobby all the time. Yeah, I love Bobby's videos, but I mean, I don't want to be judgmental because I love his content, but he is the exact kind of YouTuber that I do not want to be. Reason why is because every video that he uploads is pretty much the exact same kind of style that I used to upload, where it's, oh, this happened, oh my gosh, crying, parentheses. And it's like you're not providing any value with that. It's just we're just watching you guys like, oh, I saw a scary man across the room. Like there's no value in that. It's kind of like one-sided entertainment. And yeah, I don't want to do that, but it works for him. And like kudos to him. But that's the reason why I think he's not growing as fast as he could be. He's been on YouTube for almost a decade. I think 8 years now, going on 9 years. and how many subscribers does he have? He has like, hold on, let me look this up really quick. I forgot. I know that he has a few hundred thousand subscribers. But what I'm saying is, somebody who has that amount of subscribers who vlogs should not be growing as slow as he is. He only gains, um, I don't know, maybe like 150 plus subscribers per day. But it's because, okay, so he has 620,000 subscribers. That's taken him about 8 or 9 years. I guarantee you, if he were to start uploading things, not like how I'm uploading, because, like, don't copy anybody else. Um, but if he uploaded something where it was, watch this because it's entertaining and you'll actually learn something and develop by watching this video, he would grow so much faster. And not just like, Queen Mary ghost footage makes me cry. Like, there's no value provided. It's just entertaining. And it's not bad, but think about it this way. That video got 50K views. It was uploaded 1 day ago. That's the like kind of average amount of views he gets per video when he's by himself. However, when he puts like let's say Key and Lolly in a thumbnail, this one was uploaded 2 weeks ago, and it's called Finally Being Honest with You. I don't know if you guys can see. I don't know. The only reason why he got 123,000 views on that is because he put Kian in the thumbnail. Because Kian already has a huge fan base, and he knows that, okay, well, if I put Kian in this thumbnail, his fans will want to watch this. So he gets twice as much views automatically. But if it's by himself, he gets 50% less views. That would not happen if he provided value with it. You know what I mean? It's like long term. Will like finding out his birthday surprise, emotional, parentheses, will that even matter 10 years from now? Nobody's like, what? But if it was like, um, it was like, I haven't seen my friend in 5 years, and I'm going to his birthday, and I'm going to try and surprise him with the giraffe that is in the thumbnail. That would be cool, because you would see, well, they haven't hung out in 5 years, so who knows what's going to happen 5 years later? Are they still going to like each other? Are they going to have different lifestyles? What's going to happen? So you want to find out what's going to happen. It's not like, I don't know if you guys know what I'm saying, but I hope I'm making sense. Just providing value is always better, and he would be growing a lot faster if he did that. But I admire his hustle so much because like if it took you 8 years to get 500,000 subscribers, I think most people would have given up by then. But obviously he's doing something that he enjoys. I really want to make a video with his brother named Dave Mayers, who I think graduated from NMSU already. I'm not sure. He might have graduated, he might have not. I'm pretty sure he did. He followed me on Instagram, and we were talking to each other for a little while. And I was like, "Hey, let's make a video together." He was down, and then I kind of brainstormed and made an idea, and I messaged him the idea, and he never responded. So I don't know if that's gonna happen. I would be so up to create a video with him and Bobby though. Just because I've seen and met Dave in person on campus, and they're basically like the same person, but he's younger. So that'd be awesome. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, good. Your thoughts on podcasts? I really want to start a podcast. Like that's something that I've been thinking about for a while now. The only reason I haven't started it yet is because I don't have a microphone that is good enough to post a podcast, and I could definitely use this one. Like you don't need fancy equipment to do things. Um, so I'm gonna see how that works, but I don't know if my camera. I'm pretty sure because like a podcast, like a decently long podcast is like 30 to an hour, 30 minutes to an hour, and I don't think my camera could record for an hour straight because I'm pretty sure that would fill up the memory card. Um, So I think I'm gonna invest in a microphone that gives off really, really crisp audio and not just something like a shotgun mic, because this is good for like this is like a running gun kind of thing. I don't know if that makes sense. This is good for um shit. Hold on. Let me eh, eh. What? Really? There we go. This microphone is amazing to turn it on, turn the mic on, open the screen, and then record. That's what this is good for. This mic is not the best to record podcasts, and I would prefer something more like a Blue Snowball microphone or like a Blue Yeti, something around the $100+ range, just to get like really, really crisp audio, because there's no point in doing a podcast when it sounds like you're talking on a speakerphone, because no one's gonna listen to that, because audio is just such a big thing now with filmmaking and media. So I'll invest into a really good microphone, and then I will get a different camera, so I could get angles, and then once I can do that, then I'll probably like turn my bedroom into an office or something, because I'll be like more equipped to do that. Um, but yeah, basically, if I were to start a podcast, it would be me talking and recording at the same time. Because believe it or not, and I don't know this from my own knowledge, I have mentors that I look up to and like listen to on the daily. That's why I'm doing this YouTube thing, and that's why I'm doing it well, in my opinion. There's this guy named Gary Vaynerchuk. He is a genius when it comes to building businesses and staying in the game long term. Like how I was talking about with Lil Pump. If Lil Pump went to Gary Vee and asked for advice, Gary Vee wouldn't tell him to make a song about cocaine. He would tell him to make a song that people would still be down to listen to in 30 years, because it's all about legacy. And that's where voice is going. Um, like let's say like 20 years before this, when the internet was like barely getting created, and there was no like YouTube or anything like that. Everything from there became video, and then that's when YouTube came out, and like it's not Venmo, that's a payment app, isn't it? Um, Vivo, no, that's not. That's a music thing. There's another thing that people upload videos on, but that's the thing. Like video came about, but it's going back to voice. Like for example, 20 years from now, if you want to have a meeting, what's going to happen is that you're going to walk into a room and it's going to be like hey Siri, call this person, and then there's going to be like speakers around your room, and you're just going to be able to talk to them like that. Like you won't even need to like do anything with the phone. I think that's where voice is going. I think it's coming back. And I want to stay in this long term, so I want to start creating podcasts. How and when? No idea. I don't know when I'll be able to get the supplies or have the time for that. I think that would be something that I'll start once I can grow YouTube more, once I can grow this channel a bit more, and like be more comfortable. Like I want to get to the point where I have enough of an audience watching me, and I'm getting enough revenue to where even if I have to like go homeless for a month and just work my ass off and just sustain that and be able to live off of YouTube, that's when I'll be able to do things like that, because I can't um make videos, go to bed at 2 a.m., wake up the next day, go to my job, get off my job, go to school, stay up all night, make a podcast. Like that's just unhealthy, and I can't overload myself. That's why I dropped that class like a couple of days ago, because I like I thought I was gonna be able to manage it, and I thought like 15 credits, like that's a lot. That's full. That's like medium full time, and I thought I'd be able to do it. But man, like I was wrong. Basically, I'm good with my other classes, but that one was online, and because it was online, and because I'm so busy, it just completely skipped my mind. And like almost 2 months later, I'm like, shit, I haven't done any work for this class. There's no way I'm gonna be able to get even a passing grade in it. So that's what happened with that. And that would happen with more of my classes now if I started podcasting now. But podcasting will definitely be something that I do in the future. Believe me on that. I think they're really fun. And I think they're really like, it's just a different medium. Like you could listen to a podcast while you're working out, just like music, or while you're walking for a coffee or walking across campus. You can't really watch a YouTube video when doing that. These kinds of things like you watch when you're just kind of chilling, like I am with this coffee, which I haven't even finished, by the way. I probably made too much. I don't even know why I got that coffee. I'm not even tired. um, have you seen any of Sebastian Gomez's podcast? I'm pretty sure I've heard of Sebastian Gomez from somewhere. I haven't listened to any of his podcasts yet. To be honest with you, I don't listen to podcasts as much as I desire to make them. Um, and that's the same thing with YouTube. Like I don't. Actually, that's a lie. I watch YouTube more than like Netflix and stuff, just because that's like my Netflix. However, with podcasts, the only podcasts that I've listened to are Casey Neistat and Gary Vaynerchuk and Sarah Dietschy and Matt Diavello. Those four people. Four people. Casey Neistat because he's basically like he is the god of vlogging on YouTube. Like he's one of the people that has taught me so much about cinematography and storytelling. He is yeah, like a lot of his influences in my videos. Matt Diavella, he has a podcast that's how can I explain this? He has a podcast where he features people that are also creatives. So that's cool to watch because you get like an exchange of information. Um, it's like he talks about their come up. So he'll do like a podcast interview with somebody that's a photographer, and they're like 27 or 25 or whatever, and then they'll talk about the journey. Like, oh yeah, I got my first camera when I was 16, and then I just fell in love with taking photos. And then when I was 19, I started like freelancing and like calling people so I could take photos of them. And then it just grew, and then more people want me to take photos of them, and it just grows as a business. That's kind of what his podcasts are about. I cannot talk. Um, Sarah Dietschy, she has something very similar, but hers are specifically creative. It's not like it's not so much as the come up, but it's just like you get different perspectives of different people doing different things. So I like that. Casey Neistat, his podcasts are just awesome because I love Casey Neistat. Um, Gary V, he again he's the reason why I'm like provide value in exchange, and that's how you grow. He always provides value for anything that he does. So if he talks about like he'll have um like Russ on his podcast, and then he'll have Russ talk about his come up, but he won't just talk about the process, or he won't just talk about the things that happened to get him to the point, but he'll talk about the actual like complex work that he did to get to that point. And that's the actual thing that happened. They talked about him and Gary Vaynerchuk, Russ and Gary Vaynerchuk. They talked about how Russ was in a basement, and that's all he did was just make beats and make music and make beats and make music. And he did that for a long time, and then he came out with like 11 mixtape albums, and then finally it just happened, and then he got signed, and then now he's just doing it. That's what Gary Vaynerchuk's podcast is about. So I watched like I mean I listened to about 4 podcasts, but I'll look up Sebastian Gomez. Um, what does he talk about in his podcasts? How old is he? Like what is his style? I think if I were to do a podcast, what would I make it about? Jeez. I think I would make a podcast where it's like, since I'm making these videos about taking like real life inflictions and aspects and knowledge that's around your life and like applying that to your videos, I think I would do that and like somehow relate somebody else doing something to that, if that makes any sense. Like if somebody was a painter, I would say, well, this person uses like really vivid colors or like black and white or oil instead of whatever. I could use that and say like that's how they inspired this, and then that's how it affects all of this other work. I guess I could go in that kind of direction. I don't know. I know that that's like a really kind of all over the place and not doesn't really make sense, but it's kind of like the idea that I would come up with. I think. Yeah, it'll all come with time. Okay. I think I will end this now. He hangs out with Bobby all the time. He actually talks about the guests' life, like about where they came from and stuff. Oh, Sebastian Gomez? I've seen a lot of his videos, or not a lot of his videos. I've seen a lot of him in videos. Does that make sense? You know what I'm talking about, because that's like what he does. He only started uploading like not too long ago, right? I love like his style is awesome. His haircut and the mustache, like the dude can pull it off. I'd love to meet him one day. He seems really fun to hang out with. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Same guy. Cool. I was like, see, I'm really bad with names. Like, I it sounded familiar, and then it finally popped into my head when you said the thing of Bobby, because I see him in his videos all the time. But like, going back to Bobby, it's just clickbait. You know, it's unfortunate. I don't know. Maybe he'll grow. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna start a podcast sometime in the future. I don't know. It's like don't put all your eggs in one basket. Right now, I'm trying to build this YouTube channel, and it's hard as shit, and it's just a process. So that's like my main concentration. But once I grow this, then I will start investing more time into like growing my Twitter. My Twitter is actually growing slowly and but surely more now because I'm tweeting and like interacting a lot more. Instagram, same thing. I need to post a lot more on Instagram though. The thing with Instagram is that I post like my thumbnails, but that's not like it's not as appealing in format as if it would be like an actual professional like photography style photo, you know, like a portrait or something. I want to start uploading those on Instagram. I don't know. I just want to grow like on every platform that I can, and I would definitely need to do podcasts for that. Once I grow more, I'll have more time to do a lot of stuff, and it'll be awesome. And then collabs and yeah, that's how most YouTubers are now. They just use clickbait. Yeah, it sucks. Ugh. There's a lot of people that do that, but it's just like the same people that use clickbait are the same kind of people that put out one-hit wonders if you're in the music industry. Like if you're just doing it for views or recognition, it's not gonna last. That's why I'm. That's why I keep like uploading when I don't get like I get four times like almost four times less views now than when I was using like when I was putting friends in thumbnails or like when I was hanging out with them, and now it's just me. But the consistency that I'm developing with these new types of videos, it's just a lot better. Like they will last 4 years from now. Like they'll still be relevant and they'll still provide value for like the next generation after Z generation. That's a new generation. I don't know if you guys know that. After Z generation, like people will still see those videos and they'll get value, and then they'll like every once in a while come by those ones with like the friends in the thumbnail, and it's just good for entertainment. But yeah, it's okay. I know. I'm pretty sure I've said things like 3 times over by now. Oh my gosh, I've been doing this for an hour and wow, that went by fast. I talk too much, don't I? Uh, okay, I will see you guys later. Thank you for staying. I really, really appreciate it. Like seriously, I appreciate anybody who comes and watches and stays and supports. Like seriously, you guys have no idea how much it means to me. Um, I mean, I think we got everything that we needed to talk about out of the way. Um, I will still be doing this at 6 p.m. every Sunday, unless like more people start watching and then the majority says no, do it at this different time because it works better for us. So yeah, besides that, I will see you guys on Monday or well tomorrow with a new film that I haven't started yet. I don't know what I'm gonna do for that, but I'll get it. I just hit my knuckle on the table and that hurt. Um, what else? See, like right now I could be like, oh my gosh, I'm so awkward and have nothing to say, but it's all good. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thank you. Appreciate it. See you tomorrow and Wednesday and Friday and next Sunday. Yeah. Good night, guys. Um, have a good night. Have a good morning. Uh, be creative, and I'll see you next time.